Let's talk Yu-Gi-Oh! Man, thinking about Yu-Gi-Oh! Takes me back. And I thought I used to be really good at it. For a 12-year-old, I spent a lot of money on pieces of cardboard. Let me show you how much. This is what I pulled out of my attic. There's deck box, tins, binders, more tins. There's a hell of a lot of stuff in here. This is my collection from when I was a kid. Each one of these tins is filled to the brim of a different type of card. I've got monsters, spells, normal monsters, effect monsters, traps, basically anything you can imagine. So I guess to start, let's take a look. So I always used to store all of my holographic cards in specific binders. So I had a binder where each card category, as you might call it, was separated. We had spells and synchros and traps, and there was all kinds of different rarities in there, from stuff that I'd pulled from packs to stuff that I had bought from boot sales. The majority of my Yu-Gi-Oh! Collection actually came from boot sales. I remember my first ever booster box was a battle pack, and the whole reason that I bought it was because it had a reprint of Tour Guide of the Underworld in it, and I got one. I got one in the entire box of this like chase card that had been reprinted and now was really cheap. Yeah, that's the most I ever spent in one go on Yu-Gi-Oh! And then I'd just buy tins, just all the time, from just the normal like Stardust Dragon tin. Here's a Dragon Knight Draco Equist. Equist? No idea. Never really had good luck with packs, although I have pulled some first edition Ultimate Rares, so can't talk too much smack. Another thing I loved was the Duelist pack collections, because they just featured like a really cool character, and I think they had, yeah, a couple of packs in there as well, and then some foil promos for upcoming sets. So they're both, you say Fudo? You say. So if we're talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards, we've got to talk about my decks. These were built by myself using my own knowledge of the game that I basically learned from just playing the video games. I went to a couple of locals in my time, played with these decks, and they did fine, but they weren't going to win any tournaments, let me tell you that. But we'll just have a little look through, I guess. So this is a synchro deck. The aim was to bang out quick synchros, I guess. Got the three junk synchron, 2 synchron explorer, the 3 quick draw synchron. This card is just madness. 2 quill bolts, I lied. 3 quill bolts, 2 doppel warrior, 2 level eater, Gauze, which was just one of my favorite cards ever, and I splashed it into every deck that I made. Destiny Hero Defender, because he's got a hell of a lot of defense. He's just like a brick. Debris Dragon, Blackwing Gale, Card Trooper, Sangan, Dandelion, Caius the Shadow Monarch. Again, it's just a big beta card. Morphing Jar, Lightning Vortex, Scapegoat, Burden, Monster Reborn, obviously, Megamorph, Dark Hole, Heavy Storm, Mystical Space Typhoon, Double Summon, Foolish Burial, Mist Body, one of my favourite cards ever. Mist Body. The equipped monster cannot be destroyed by battle. God. Beautiful card. 2 of Starlight Road, Secret Rare. Get that Stardust Dragon out quick. Guard Mines ×2. Scrap Iron ×2. Bottomless Trap Hole ×2. Mirror Force. Threatening Roar. Synchro Material. And Limit Reverse. That was the main deck for my synchro spam. The idea was basically pull stuff out of grave, get them synchros out quick. I played with it recently. It's awful. For the extra, we got Junk Destroyer, Flamvel, Uruquoisas, Stardust Dragon, beautiful card, Ultimate Rare Blackwing Dragon, one of my rarest cards that I used to have. Scrap Archfiend, Drill Warrior, Colossal Fighter, Magical Abductor, Thought Ruler Archfiend, another really cool synchro card. Junk Warrior, Nitro Warrior, Turbo Warrior, Ancient Fairy Dragon, Gaia Knight, and Junk Archer. Basically, this deck was created from the starter deck when 5Ds originally came out, and then just stuff that I traded and pulled over time. This deck here also had some of the coolest sleeves that I've ever seen. I say some of because my Xyz deck had even cooler ones. So what's next? I'm gonna get back into Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm gonna go to locals. I'm gonna go to my local game stores. I'm gonna go to tournaments. I'm gonna build decks and really envelop myself in the learning of Yu-Gi-Oh! Which I never got into when I was a kid, because I was so passionate about it. And there's a part of me that always has been. I'd love to return to it. And what better way to do that than to open up a 29 gold sarcophagus tin. I don't really know any of the cards that come out of this set. I don't know what was good. I had no idea really. The main things that I wanted were obviously Nibiru, Monster Reborn and Raigeki, which I got both of. And then when we started opening up the packs, I got Sky Striker Ace Shizuku, a Reprodocus, which I thought was pretty useless, but I have no idea what these cards really do. Some Trickstar stuff in here, common and rare. I also pulled a Predaplant Dragostapelia, which is a card I'm actually going to use in an upcoming video, funnily enough. And then a Thunder Dragon Hawk and a Thunder Dragon Duo. Has some of the secret and ultra rares that I pulled. Ticks, we got Dimension Shifter, Palladium Oracle Mana. I think that's going to bring an end to today's video. This is more of a nostalgic trip down memory lane for me than an actual video where things happen. But I feel like it was needed to add a little bit of context to the videos that I'm about to make. But what's the plan? Well, I guess you'll just have to find out.